The views expressed on this Turnbuckle Tabloid live stream or Turnbuckle Tabloid podcast episode do not reflect the views, thoughts, or opinions of the Rageworks brand, including the Rageworks podcast network, Rageworks content partners, advertisers, and affiliates. Viewer and listener discretion is advised.
Hey, this is Jerry Tedisco, and you're listening to Turnbuckle Tabloid.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Another week of wrestling in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Not only another week of wrestling in the books, but another week of me feeling fit, feeling healthy, feeling more lean and sore as fuck. Jesus Christ. I've taken to now become a little bit more health conscious. So I've now reserved myself to be a little bit more motivated to hit the gym, eat a little bit more leaner. I've never been one on sweets. I've never been like a big candy person. Not much on real cookies and cakes and stuff like that. You know, you get your little moments where, you know, you'll have a snack here and there, but as you know, as a sweet tooth, I've never really had that. As a kid growing up, my grandfather would make chocolate milk for me. That would be my drink of choice before I went to bed. He would make it every night. And, you know, after I got older and moved out the house, you know, I just never was really a chocolate person. I moved away from that. But I think one of my, I could say my biggest vices was, or well, not was, it still is actually, is cheese. Cheese has been my crutch for the longest time. When you come to grips with knowing that from when you're doing a calculation of what your intake is, as they would say, my fuel. Fucking jackals. I realize cheese is what hinders me. I still try to get the proteins in, eating a lot more chicken. I said my household is going to be mad at me because I've been doing a lot of chicken cooking, but you know, it's cheaper. Yeah, the funniest thing is that chicken has actually been cheaper, except for the eggs. Motherfuckers complain about eggs, but yeah, sure enough, could buy Beyonce tickets, right? And so I've been a little bit more conscious when it comes to that. Breads, I could do away with that. I've been eating a lot of the pita or soft shell, taco wraps and shit like that. Moving away from like the wheats or the white bread. Even another one that I enjoyed eating is like an Italian bread, but I've been able to cut away from that. I've been eating dinner that's just without a side. I might have a potato with, I say, my chicken, or if I'm having a steak for that time or whatever. But the rice I've been moving away from. Another one that's gonna kill me is, and I know I'm gonna do my best to burn off is pasta. Pasta. Kind of love my spaghettis. I love my ziti's. And that's of course, because it ties into cheese. And the other thing that I've been moving away from has been the cervezas, the beers. I've been moving away from the cervezas as well. So that's all right. Vodka's still in the menu. I still have vodka. But yeah, I've been trying. And I've been fooling myself to believe that ginger ale is not a soda. But that's, I only have that in small quantities. Now I'm just taking like water, energy drinks, what have you. And knock on wood, I've been starting the process since January, and I could say that I'm already down about almost 15 pounds. So, baby steps, man, baby steps. I'm going to make sure that I get that Buddy Murphy body by July. I saw a kid on Instagram who did a process. He was 250 pounds, and in 7 months, he just doing straight cardio. He just knocked down, what was like 40 pounds straight cardio. So, I'm working on that, but I'm also, like I said, I'm going to try, man. I'm motivated. I want to see what I can do at my age. By my birthday, I want to see what I can do. Who knows? I might be posting up them thirst trap pictures at that time. Ooh, maybe not. Welcome everybody to another episode of Turnbuckle Tabloid. I am your host, Mr. Ear to the Mat, the king of talk style, and as always, the cheap thrill, Jay the Red Santee. Make sure you check us out on all the social media markets. Check us out on the like and group page on Facebook. Be sure you check us out on Instagram at Turnbuckle Tab, as well as on Twitter at Turnbuckle Tab. Also, be sure to check us out on YouTube, TikTok, and as well on Twitch at Turnbuckle Tabloid. Be sure to check us out on all the podcasting outlets that's available to you at your fingertips. Audacity, we're there. No, it's not Odyssey. What is it? Odyssey. Odyssey. What the fuck it is? I know that I just recently found that. I saw that we're there. And of course, like Google Podcasts, iHeart, iTunes, whatever have you guys. We're everywhere. And, if not, you could always go to RageWorksNetwork.com. That's where the family's at. Black is New Black, Trek Untold, Toys and Text, Slay With Me, and of course, Turnbuckle Tabloid, and much, much more. We have a bunch of shows there, so make sure you check us out there. And if not, you could always, I don't know, bootleg it. I don't know. Whatever you wear, wherever you can find it, whatever the case may be. But that and the family at RageWorks.net, man. RageWorks.net has everything under the sun, from articles, reviews, previews of all things that are going down, movies, TV shows, comic books, toys, video games. It's all there for you guys at RageWorks.net. RageWorks.net, everybody. We do it for the culture, baby. Pop culture, that is. Remember, subscribe, download, subscribe, be a part of the vibe, as always. So, yeah, other than that, I'm just excited for what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. WWE 2K23 will be coming out soon, so you know I'll definitely be having a review of that for you guys. We'll be hitting up 2 events this week. We're supposed to be at Catalyst this past weekend, but due to conflictions and schedules, I couldn't make it. But I'll definitely be able to make it to the next Catalyst show. But this week I'll be at Outlaw, and I'll be at House of Glory this week. So you guys will get a rundown and review of that from me as well. And of course, we have on this week's episode, we have our predictions and our review, our coverage of AEW Revolution, which occurred this past weekend. Homework Mike sits down with me and we discuss our predictions, and we'll have our guy M2 Inc. stop in and we'll do the review of it. That'll be on our portion of Around the Square Circle mini segment there. So you don't want to miss us on that. But other than that, let's get this ride going, man. We got a lot to catch up on now. So guys, don't go anywhere. As always, stick around. Check you guys in a sec.
What's going on, everybody? Tony G here, better known to the world as Josie's Boy, aka your girl's favorite artist. And today I'm here to tell you about my company, Painted in Blue. Painted in Blue is a creative house established in 2017, and we specialize in handmade custom leather goods. We coined the term luxury minimalism because we believe even in your everyday life, no matter how much running around you have to do, you can still stand out and be fly. We create everything from luxury handbags to wallets and some of the best leathers you can find that you would love to carry on a day-to-day basis. So if you believe in looking fly while you handle your business while pushing fashion forward, make sure you guys go to paintedinblue.com. Don't forget to follow us on social media at _paintedinblue on Instagram and on Facebook at paintedinblue.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Lee Walker Sportskeeda journalist and your host of Perched on the Top Rope. And I am here today on the Turnbuckle Tabloid.
So AEW Revolution is amongst the masses this upcoming weekend, and I'm here with, of course, our guy Holmook Mike stopping in just to give us his thoughts and his predictions for this upcoming pay-per-view. And honestly, are you excited for Revolution?
Not really.
Why is that,
to the
sir?
other shows? I don't know. I chalk it up to Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what really entices me to buy this show.
Well, there's been some talk that the build-up hasn't been as exciting as previous years. It seems as though that there isn't much on the card that really screams for wrestling attention, audience attention. The fact is that I believe that AEW quite some time it's been losing its fire. It seems as though that they really are struggling to find storylines and angles that can captivate the audience. What's your thoughts?
I think the problem they have all these television shows that build the show, major shows, 2 weeks out,
Right.
and that's a major problem. And this is only a 9-match show with, sorry, I'm hearing myself in the background. It's throwing me off.
Are you?
Yeah.
That's on your end then, because it's not over here. You're fine over here.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, good over here.
Well, yeah,
So-
I can do about that.
So basically for me, I have to say that, leading up to the pay-per-view, we're getting, the main event, which is, I can say that you would have thought maybe a year ago, depending on, who's there, who's not there and such, that this probably would have been something of an attention grabber. But right now, it just seems as though all right, let's see how this runs. I don't see anything that's really grasping at the straws. The tag team matches are like, okay. I figured that they had a lot of momentum leading in with the Acclaim, and you pretty much put the cigarette out on that shit once you had them drop the belts on Dynamite.
Right.
The women's match that's there, that's on the card. You're like,
That's a different story.
yeah, okay. And I mean, I don't know. None of these matches really have me saying I gotta see that. And I mean, and it's probably the first time in a while, maybe if ever, that I've looked at an AEW pay-per-view and said, yeah, I would be okay if I missed this.
What about the main?
I tell you, I'm not really, I mean, I appreciate it, and there have been some in the past that have been good, but I'm not really a big fan of 60-minute Iron Man matches.
Agreed.
You have to really do something to keep the attention of the audience for that. 30 minutes, I'm cool with. Like, I'm okay with that. We saw a 30-minute Iron Man match live, and it was actually pretty cool. But 60-minute, you really have to do something to really keep someone's attention onto it. So,
you're asking a lot of the fans,
right? So, to begin the rundown, what do we have going on the card for tonight? Well, tomorrow night.
We have the 0 Hour match. It's Mark Briscoe and the Lucha Brothers taking on the Varsity Athletes, Josh Woods and Tony Nese and Arya Daivari in a 6-man tag.
You see, once again, this is once again, not random. To take and not random, which a lot of these opening matches they do, but at the same time, the only one I really care for about this is Mark because of his situation and his unfortunate fucking event in the past
first AEW
year.
Pay-per-view pre-show.
Yeah, exactly. And then with that, it's also you're throwing a guy a bone because his brother died. Like, I don't know.
It's still awkward that he carries the belt around.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even acknowledged it on his promo for Rampage. I don't know if you saw it. He goes, I was in the back sleeping, and I was wondering if my brother was out there. But then I realized, he's up with the good Lord above. And I go, oh God, already you're talking like this?
Yeah, I mean, look, I get it, but I don't get it. I would kind of be offended to say like, oh, it takes my brother dying for you to give me a spot on the show. And it's not Tony's fault. It's not, I'm not blaming Tony Khan for this, but even so, it's like, come on, really? What the fuck are we doing here? So, do I care enough to protect Mark Briscoe? It's gotta be, it's an easy thing. Whatever.
Him and the Lucha Bros?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. The Lucha Bros, one of the most exciting tag teams that they have, and you have them at 0 Hour. Okay. Next.
We have Christian Cage versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry in a final burial match, a.k.a. Buried Alive match.
Wait a minute. Is it really called a final burial match?
Yep.
As opposed to a
burial
non-final burial match?
I don't know.
Initial, right?
Going into this
beginning
was no
burial match.
Rampage, they changed it to final burial.
Yeah, progressively burial. You know what this is? This is a play on words because burial meaning to bury an angle, to bury a program. It's a play on words. Yeah, it's very tongue in cheek with it. Come on, guys.
This was supposed to be blown up at All Out, remember?
Right.
But then Christian got hurt, and then Jungle Boy worked with his partner, Luchasaurus. And now Christian came back like 3 weeks ago, and now we're ending the angle now. We're wrapping it up.
Is Luchasaurus injured? Is he hurt?
Last I checked, he's still dealing with a lawsuit about his mask.
What?
Yeah, something about likeness to something and something stupid about the mask creator.
So he's kept off TV because of that?
Yeah, we haven't seen him since Full Gear, since the Cage.
Jesus Christ, this fucking thing is ridiculous.
That was back in November or October, whichever one of the two.
Okay, so let's go and say that.
Well, do you expect there to be a grave?
Would that be gimmick infringement on ripping off WWE?
Also, mind you, this is after Mark Briscoe.
Jay Briscoe? Yeah, that.
Okay, Mark, don't ignore the grave.
Yeah, right. If MJF got some shit, let's really give people some fodder for social media. Honestly. Listen, it's wrestling. Anything can fucking happen. Even a casket would be fucking tacky.
Yeah. Who would this benefit more, though? Christian the heel or Jungle Boy as a top face?
You gotta close out with the face going over. Christian has been getting his one-ups on Jungle Boy for the past couple of weeks, so we gotta say Jungle Boy comes out the winner here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Christian wins, considering this is him coming back from injury. But I'll go with the safe bet with Jack Perry.
Right. What we have? What else we have on the card?
Take another swig for this one, Jay. It's Chris Jericho versus Ricky Starks.
You're talking about the Chris Jericho that could have possibly won Most Improved Wrestler in the Wrestling Observer Awards.
No comment.
Ah, man, what a...
There's a step. The Jericho Appreciation Society are banned from ringside.
Enter Big Show or Paul White. Hey, of all this holiday, we're gonna watch Big Show return.
I heard another one. I heard another idea that Action Andretti turns heel and joins them.
Put everybody.
They're
the new NWO. Fuck it. Just have everybody join them. Fuck it.
No, wait till we get to the women's match. That's the NWO.
Well, I gotta say Jericho wins this. This is
Really?
gonna be. This is the feud that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend. Yeah, I say Jericho wins this.
God, I hope you're wrong.
Yeah,
I got Ricky.
I won't be. So, what else we got?
We got the Elite, Kenny Omega and the Bucks against the House of Black for the AEW World Trios titles. 1 week build.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm going to say that this is probably gonna be the match that really turns people off on the Elite. I swear to you. I think
If they win.
Yeah, either way, I think this match, the only ones who really care about this trios, crew is, the AEW faithful. Everybody else is like, move the fuck on. Like, they're so done with this shit. House of Black,
Must win.
Do they need it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
They keep losing every big match.
But I would take them, like I had said about when Bray won the title. Like I would have them, if they were going to give them the titles, I would disregard them and treat them like shit. Like I would drag them on the floor. I wouldn't even fucking acknowledge it because I'm like, I don't need championships to prove that I'm a fucking danger to this company or I'm a menace. Fuck these things. And just have them like, yeah, whatever. Don't even acknowledge that we have them. Just like throw them on the fucking floor and be like, whatever.
That's a good point, but as far as like winning, they need this badly because they can't win on TV. They're barely on TV to start with.
Right.
And any big shows that they're on, they made to look like losers. I mean, the last time we were on TV, pay-per-view, Sting was the one beating them.
Yeah. And they're supposed to be this dark, brooding, goth team, and they haven't proven that they can be menacing. And it's just like, okay, whatever.
Exactly.
The only one who had that look going on for a while was Brody King, and even he lost that viciousness after a while. I was like, okay. Well,
He killed Darby, and then he lost to John Moxley right away.
Exactly. So it's like, great booking there, guys. That's from your Booker of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you,
Also,
Tony
for
Khan.
For the House of Black booking wise, if they were to win these and then say Buddy Matthews gets the All Atlantic title and then Black and King get the tag titles, this could be something special, but they need to win this.
The only one who looks like they're doing something is Julia Hart. She reminds me with the look of Scarecrow from the New Adventures of Batman and Robin, the cartoon, the animated series. The Scarecrow had that kind of hat. Every time I see her, it just brings me back to that. I got the Elite winning this. It's like they're not ready to drop that shit yet.
It is true. They
Kenny,
just got the belts back.
Kenny is supposedly his contract isn't up yet because he still has a payback injury time. So they're gonna carry those belts.
Yeah, they added months to his contract now.
Right.
The mountains he's been out for.
What's next?
We have I'm debating which one we talk about first, but let's go in order. The triple threat for the women's title: Jamie Hayter, Saraya, and Ruby Soho.
This is going to be a fucking shit show. The build-up for this has been shit. No one gives a fuck after a while of even watching this program. It's become... It kind of reminds me of the extended versions of Dragon Ball Z when they have like those offshoot episodes when Goku is trying to get his driver's license and shit. Like it's such a bad fucking Will is laughing.
What a reference!
But it's so bad because then you get like an individual who becomes inserted into the fucking episode. Like all of a sudden Frieza is just coming out of fucking nowhere on a fucking ship that's shaped like an egg while Goku's still trying to figure out how the fuck to put the car in reverse. I'm like, how did fucking Ruby Soho get involved in this? And then now Hater with Britt, what the fuck happened
here?
How
did Saraya get in this?
Exactly. How did they add her?
Saraya's the one that's the oddball.
Oh my God.
This is the only second pay-per-view match.
They all, another Dragon Ball reference, they become Ginyu out of nowhere. It's like...
in this scenario, who becomes Ginyu?
Exactly. It's like, who becomes the Ginyu? All of a sudden, we'll get Nyla Rose, she comes out. It's just like Bardock or some shit like that.
I've never seen Nyla Rose in this.
Oh, God. But this is what I'm saying. You might as well. It's what I said in the last episode.
This may be the lowest the women's division has been in a while.
I said last episode, it's like a jambalaya. You're just adding like different fucking ingredients into it and hoping you're going to get a nice stew or something. It's shit. I can't see Hater losing this, but knowing this company and how they play hot potato with shit, they'll probably give it to Saraya just because they need a face for the fucking the title that's recognizable to some people. Although Hater has improved vastly in the past year and a half, I can't say that Tony won't fucking get on his coke binge and say, let's give it to Saraya. I say Saraya gets this.
I saw a lot of people say this is the beginning of blood and guts for the women's division. So say like Saraya, Tony Storm, Ruby Soho, and Athena against Hater, Baker, Jade Cargill, and somebody else.
Once again, another fucking
Rose,
hotel night coke and Adderall fucking binge for fucking Tony, and he'll go, that sounds great. That we could do that. We could do that. Saraya has
this match under no contest?
We could only hope, sir. We can only hope.
I'm gonna just pick Hater.
Next up,
Texas Death Match. John Moxley versus Hangman Adam Page.
Oh God, yo,
fast till they bleed.
I fucking hate this. And this company has made me not like Moxley. And as much as a Moxley Ambrose guy I was for years, and I can't even blame Tony Khan for this. I blame Moxley for this. It isn't wrestling until I bleed. You're fucking bleeding coming down a ramp. I know it's a wasted joke, but it's true. Why do we continuously have to have him in these fucking matches? You know why? Because I'm really
bleed.
But I really think they're masking the fact that he might have lost a step or two in wrestling. Mind you, guys, this is your Wrestling Observer Wrestler of the Year. He beats fucking Roman. How?
You know why?
Yeah, because the fucking sycophants who follow Wrestling Observer only care about one thing: hating WWE. That's all it is.
Well, to play devil's advocate, he did have better matches than Roman.
When?
All his title matches?
In 2022? All those I don't know what the fuck I'm
playing devil's advocate.
I'm not even going to go through the back and forth of it because they didn't even give it to him for that. They're saying that he's the Wrestler of the Year because he's the MVP. He's the one that saved the company. How? You had so many other wrestlers on the roster. Like, you really had to, I put the company on my back, and I made sure that I was the leader, the locker room leader in there, and made sure that, guys listen to what I say, because, it ain't wrestling. Come on, guys.
Again, devil's advocate. He stepped up when Punk stepped out.
Okay. I can have this argument all day, but honestly, this, and
who needs
Hangman Page, who has become so fucking bland. He's almost oatmeal at this time. Without any cinnamon, without sugar. It's just.
And everything nice?
Oatmeal. It's just oatmeal. Not even a sprinkle of sugar, nothing. Not a vanilla, nothing. He's just oatmeal.
Elderly hospice food.
It's exactly like.
Is a specific brand of
Here's your gruel. Enjoy your gruel.
Here's some Quaker Oats.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm going for Hangman.
I'm going Moxley, and the only reason why I say Page, because Moxley needs to lose sometime. I didn't even realize that he had 100 wins. I'm like, where the fuck is he wrestling at? They counting the GCW matches as well? Like, how? Didn't he take some time off? Wasn't he in rehab and shit? Any case.
Yeah, but still, he was used a lot in the past 5 years.
I get it. But 100 wins? Like, shit. I
remember Farming Dark.
He wrestled in Dark? Oh, my God.
I think he did once.
Listen, as much as I thought it would be cool to see, like, records, I was like, wow, you get that sports field to get the records. I realized how much shit that means when, in all reality, like, when you can see their wins and losses, it looks bad. It doesn't really look good. It's like, wow, this guy's 104 losses.
How about the fact that they still do wins and loss record? Like,
right.
They show it, and it doesn't matter anymore with the rankings.
Right.
The rankings are gone.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, show the records, rankings suck.
People get title matches randomly out of the fucking blue. Like, Orange Cassidy has defended his title, I believe, 6 times in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Shout out to Nick Camarado, who's barely getting any fucking records. And they still want to post his shit. He's barely getting any matches. Shout out to Lance Archer, who has a 0-0 record in 2023.
Like, mind you, he's back and he's already gone.
Yeah, exactly.
The reason I'm going with Hangman is Moxley is supposed to be going away. Like, he was supposed to take a vacation after All Out, but that never happened.
Vacation.
So put Hangman over and then just leave for a couple more months.
Excuse me for working 2 days a week, and I gotta go on fucking vacation. I work on a Wednesday and maybe on a Friday if I need to. I work 2 days a week. Oh, I'm exhausted. I need to fucking kick up my feet and watch fucking Home Improvement marathons. Get fuck off.
I'm just going by the reports.
I know. I'm killing the messenger. All right. I'm going Moxley here.
Okay. Next up, TNT title: Samoa Joe, Wardlow.
I'm only going by who won the fucking Sonic ring this past week. Which is. Can we change that? I know you're trying to, rib Vince by doing the whole, you got to go up and grab the brass ring. I know we're trying to do it, but can we change that? Because every time I just see somebody grab it, all I hear is, I think it's fucking silly. Can
we just bring up the fact that everybody on the internet lost their shit? The fact that the refs held the ladder.
Right. Yeah. Like, you want to look at
Can you
power?
go back in WWE history and look at all the moments?
Never. The only time if anything, if he's too big to climb the ladder, do what they did with Big Show and Kane, that they brought out a bigger ladder, a wider ladder. That would have made a little bit more sense. Now you're looking at fucking Powerhouse Hobbs and you're like, pussy. I'm afraid of heights. I can't
How
be
dare
up.
that 275-pound man not get up the ladder that easy.
I'm scared. I'm gonna fall and get a boo boo.
It'd be funny if he is scared of heights.
I believe that's what it probably is. Like you can't.
He's like, I'm not doing this unless I have 5 reps.
6 feet in the air. Oh no. Seeing how this is redemption for Wardlow and what probably makes better
And his
sense
hair.
for it should have been a hair versus hair match. For real, that's what it should have been.
Honest to God, I thought it was gonna be that.
Yeah, it should have been that. I'm gonna say Wardlow wins the TNT title. He gets it again, and that leads up to the better match with Powerhouse. Joe doesn't need both belts. I'm honestly saying that those things are like paperweights to him. I think he's another one that's sitting there going, "Get these fucking belts off me. When is my contract up? I want to get out of here."
I mean, the visual of him holding both belts is cool.
Yeah, but I think he's like,
He nearly killed himself and killed Darby.
yeah, but I also think that it's like, get me out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. I really believe that those titles are paperweights just to keep him around.
Yeah, I made a list of the XWE guys that should be gone from
Right.
AEW. He's at the bottom, honestly, because of how successful he's been recently.
No, but he's only successful because Tony's putting those belts on him because please don't leave, please don't leave, please don't leave. I know how much you love Triple H. I saw what happened with Regal. Please don't leave, please don't leave. So,
Well, Tony Khan gives these guys like 5-year deals, right?
yeah, but a lot of them have backdoor,
Allegedly.
yeah, allegedly, but a lot of them have backdoor deals after exits after 3. So it's like you never fucking know. I'm gonna say, like I said, I take Wardlow here. Joe doesn't need it.
I just hope Joe doesn't fuck off for Ring of Honor forever.
Oh God, the Ring of
Let
Honor.
him be on Dynamite and Rampage.
Ring of Honor, the show that another fucking streaming service that you'll have to go and watch. The fucking fuck off. Anyway, next.
Hey, are you ready for Clusterfuck?
Oh sure.
For the AEW World Tag Team titles, we have the Guns versus the Acclaim versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett, which I heard they call Triple J, versus Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. Can we talk about the 14 for a second?
How did that happen?
Yeah, why?
Did who did Danhausen blow to get into this fucking match?
Is this match all comedy?
It seems like this way. It looks like it's going to be the
How many curses, how many scissorings we're going to get?
fan favorite kind of match that we're gonna have. This is the one that the fans are gonna find and go, "Wow, this match was so fun and amazing."
Oh, Brian Alvarez is going to give it 5 stars.
Oh, please! This is the one I'm definitely saying is going to be the clusterfuck of the night.
Funny enough, I have the Guns winning, and I think Billy turns on the Acclaim and joins up with his sons.
I agree. I agree. It's and the Who Gives a Fuck award goes to. it's like,
I mean,
oh,
the only reason I see the Guns having these belts is because so they could drop it to FTR when they come back.
right.
Which, if I'm Tony Khan, I hope they come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Guns win. Yeah, I'll go exactly what you say. And they really not doing Jay Lethal any justice with this whole fucking. I mean, I like the it's.
What do you like?
I like Jarrett. He still looks good at for his age wrestling and such. I mean, people gave shit about Sting. Hell, I was the first one who said it, but they used him in his way. But at least Jarrett he could still go. But
He puts these young guys to shame.
yeah, it's true. It does because he's a pro.
And that's why people want him off TV.
Right. It's like wow,
Stop embarrassing Danhausen.
Yeah, get this guy who knows how to wrestle out of the fucking ring. Jesus, this
You know
is
how to throw a punch? Fuck.
wow. Fuck, honestly, shit. You know how to sell? Jesus, whoa, this fucking guy's terrible. Get him out. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Yeah, I'll say the Guns. I'll go with what you say. Guns win, and Billy goes back with his kids.
Then we have the main event: MJF, Bryan Danielson, 60-minute Iron Man match for the AEW World Title.
I'm wondering what time I'll be sleeping or falling asleep during this match. MJF wins.
No brainer.
Yeah, Bryan Danielson really, he's that kind of guy that's like, I don't really need a belt. I don't give a shit. I have an award named after me that I won this year. So
Funny enough,
the Bryan Danielson Award for best technical wrestler goes to, oh my God, Bryan Danielson. Who knew? Speculation is this is a night where CM Punk comes back.
I don't know. I don't know if I want him back.
I'm thinking about it because I go, okay, so if
Like I find
MJF wins, and I think, Bryan could, step away, but who would be the next in line then? You really need an attention grabber to be next in line for that title. So who would be next?
And think about all the TV that they need to do.
Right. So
I mean, options are they could go back to Moxley or Hangman, or they could do something new with Darby, Jungle Boy, Adam Cole.
okay, so let's say if it's
Kenny.
Hangman. Hangman has been already back and forth on this. I don't know if you're a fucking heel. I don't know if you're a face. Moxley just started playing a little bit more heel. Some people were booing him, but then you still get. So I'm kind of conflicted with that. Then you get.
I think Mox is the heel.
Okay. Now. You think, even your mindset, you're like, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
No, going off the last 2 weeks, him, Claudio, and Wheeler have been heels.
Right.
So I think them joining with Bryan Danielson all as a heel group is probably what's going to happen going forward.
Right.
But Danielson's still a fucking heel.
Then, so that could build, we could say that could build maybe an MJF rivalry there. You brought up the name Cole. Cole against MJF would be a return story for him leading up to Double or Nothing. That could
interesting promos too.
Right.
Just that I'm afraid they're going to use Britt Baker for that one as well.
But does that even benefit MJF by having this rivalry? Because I wouldn't see this to be an extended rivalry. Like I said, this would be something I could see build up to like I said, Double or Nothing. If that.
This it could be Double or Nothing, or sorry, it could be like a Fyter Fest special on Dynamite.
Right. And so it's like, listen, we need you to cover this until fucking we can really get Punk back after we beg him. Unless they'll go to the to the back of the refrigerator and get Kenny involved in this again until he leaves or something of that magnitude.
Maybe the new mythical wizard Keith Lee.
Maybe.
I don't think so. Have you seen him? Did you see him on Rampage?
He looks like oh my God,
Big Hogwarts and can't get over it.
No, he looks like Will, would you know this? Who's the you ever watch Gargoyles? The oldest one, the
Hudson?
Is that Hudson? Yeah, he looks like Hudson from Gargoyles. He's starting to get that look. I'm so mad that I even forgot that. I knew all the other ones' names. I couldn't get that one. The coolest name is Bronx for the dog gargoyle. That's awesome. But yeah, I don't know. From here on out,
at this point, why not do something different? Do like a multi-man match for the world title.
Well, that
try and make a concept like original.
Well, that and just the idea that like we're really starting to we're gonna really have to fish for opponents for MJF. When 3 years ago you could have probably put him in the ring with anybody and it would have been something. Now that he's got the title, it's like we're gonna have to really look forward to see who's gonna go against MJF, because I don't see Bryan Danielson winning this. He doesn't need it. He doesn't want. I don't think he wants it. He doesn't give a shit.
He just wants to help the younger guys.
If he does get the title, it's just like, oh, another notch on my belt. Yay, add that to my my resume. But I don't really think he cares about that.
Well, now's not the time. I think later on, maybe in a year, for Bryan Danielson.
Right.
So I think probably Darby Allin's probably the next safe bet because it's easy storytelling.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm just looking at all these names on the list of like babyface on the babyface side, and it's all on who can last on the mic with MJF and who can pull out a good main event match.
Let's get the underdog story. Let's get Ricky Starks in there. Like, let's get something like that.
That's something they could go back to as well. And then also what's the thing about Forbidden Door 2? Like, what's MJF going to do there?
Yeah.
Tanahashi?
Or
it's not going to be him and Okada.
No, because no one really wants to see that. No, you're right.
Doesn't make sense.
Ospreay, maybe? Not even. Like,
no, they definitely do him and Kenny again.
Right. It just...
MJF might be off the show.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, because anybody that you would have probably wanted to see...
I know, but he's not with them.
He's not with them anymore. Ibushi, and he's not with them anymore. So, yeah, that would... yeah, that's true. There's not really anybody that you would really care to see there. It's funny, but it's true.
Shameful.
Yeah. Like I said, MJF gets the win here. Bryan doesn't really need
How many falls do you think we get? Like 5-4?
4-3. I'm going 4-3.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go 4-3.
All by submissions? What do you think? Like the globals, poking the eyes? I don't think Bryan Danielson will tap.
I think Max will tap maybe once and then get pinned, the other 2 times. But everything else will probably be like in their Iron Man matches, do they have countouts? They'll have countouts, right?
It's this is a regular match, so
yeah, it would be so MJF will find a way to have like a count out as a win.
Probably get himself DQ'd and then get the pin afterwards.
He'll do like a dirty pin and then finally use the ring somehow and knock his ass out, some shit like that. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. But do you think CM Punk shows up at the end of the show? That's the final visual we see after Revolution?
If they really believe that they could fucking save this, like, their angles, their program, they better kiss the tip of his dick to get him back. So I don't know whether or not that he'll pop up tonight or that night, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does show up. If not, after Revolution, he'll show up at on Dynamite.
I don't know why, but Jay White's name popped in my head.
I don't know. They start throwing.
I don't want him to go to AEW.
I don't know if WWE got that bread, they're gonna throw him that long money. So we'll see. But
hell, it'd be if Naito showed up, like something odd like that.
Yeah, because he is a free agent, so he could pop up there. And he will.
If he doesn't show up for this, it's gonna be for something else.
And the other thing will be since they want to put the battery in Tanahashi's back. Tanahashi, Takeshita's back. I can see something happening there as well.
In what sense?
That maybe they'll give him, if it's not Cole, they'll give him the short term babyface run against MJF. They already had pretty much a nice match not too long ago, so I could see them trying to bring it back again.
I agree, but just build them back up.
Yeah.
I mean, let them build wins.
Yeah.
Let them get like a TNT title or the All-Atlantic title first, and then maybe let's go for the world.
Right. But other than that, that's I guess that's gonna wrap up AEW Revolution. Like I said, this is probably the least
shortest card.
It's short shit. It's still gonna finish at 12 o'clock with that fucking 60-minute Iron Man match. But
Yeah.
I have to say, like I mentioned earlier, this is probably the least excited I am for a pay-per-view, but we shall see. We shall see.
Yeah, out of all the shows they've done so far, this is the least like build-up show they've ever done.
Yeah, definitely. But thanks again, brother, for checking in with us, for having the time to get help with your predictions of what's going to happen down the line. And of course, we'll have you back again soon enough.
No problem.
All right, guys. That's going to wrap up here on our end and Turnbuckle Tabloid, this segment, and more to come. See you guys in a second. We just had the AEW Revolution pay-per-view, and what better person to talk about AEW than my guy M2 Inc. Stop in there. Before I
thank you.
Before I even go into this thing, did you have any high hopes going into this match? I mean, to this event?
I've learned in pro wrestling, what you do is you have very low hopes. So when they impress, it's extra just perfect.
Yeah.
Because when we get to the match, I'll let you know. But I'm just letting you know, my mind was blown.
Yeah.
And there was a specific process you had to do. And like I said, just wait.
Yeah, because even during the lead up to the predictions that we did here with my boy Homework Mike, I was like, I really don't think I care about watching this pay-per-view. I really didn't really have any high expectations.
I mean, what were you expecting? A surprise title switch with Team TNA, Jay Lethal, and Jeff Jarrett, or my God, if they would have put it on Danhausen and Orange Cassidy.
Going into it, we pretty much had a mindset that we were like, okay, this one is going to be their comedy match. We had a thought about it, but we'll get to that when we cross that bridge, because there's a lot to peel back here on this show. And I must say, I wasn't disappointed. I had a pretty much good sense of what this show was going to be. And
for AEW standards, I would say this was an epic pay-per-view.
Okay, so let's kick it off, because they started off with the 0 hour with the ROH Ring of Honor Tag Team Champ Mark Briscoe and the Lucha Bros versus the Varsity Athletes and Ari Daivari. Okay,
anytime I hear that name, what happened?
Yeah, I could pretty much just say that they're not really doing Mark Briscoe any favors. I said it earlier where I said, you know what, I would fucking been like, you know what, fuck you guys. Just because my brother died, you got me on a card now. Kiss my ass. But that's not their fault. That's not AEW's fault. That's the networks. But
you guys also realize Ring of Honor is still going to be a thing, and if you can kind of tell, I think they're slowly turning the BCC heels into heels.
Right.
And what if Mark becomes Ring of Honor World Champion?
Well, that's the I guess the Cinderella / I don't know, I do it for Eddie tribute kind of thing. I don't know. I like I said, it seems the right way.
Understand, him and Mark Briscoe have been in Ring of Honor since day one.
Right.
So like, it's pretty poetic.
Yeah. I get it, but it's also like, I don't know. Anytime I get those,
you forget. I try to book with common sense, but I forgot that's also ignored in pro wrestling a lot.
No. But this one is more the obvious, like we talked about the other day. Is like, this is the obvious, and I guess it would make sense, but
that's what I mean though.
Yeah.
Every time it's the obvious thing to do, they never do it.
Right.
I never understood that. It's what's such a frustrating thing.
So in this match, you just said it was, I guess, fun.
Typical Lucha Bros flying around.
Fun, playful. I mean, who really cares about the varsity athletes, whatever case may be? But okay. Any case, we start off the night with Jericho versus Ricky Starks, and
there we go.
I didn't want to hate this because, of course, I'm a fan of Starks, and you know, here's your 6 on the most improved wrestler of 2022, Jericho, in the match, and we have no interference from supposedly with the Jericho Appreciation Society, but someone
how long that lasts
pops up, right?
Had to get Action Andretti out there.
Oh, well, please,
such a big star.
Yeah, but yet,
I'm gonna say the match, minus the whole run-in that we all saw coming, was not that bad, actually.
I didn't think so either. I mean, listen, you got a vet in there, and then you got Starks, who's solid, who has the crowd behind him. So I wasn't upset with this. I actually thought this was a really fun match to start with. Smart booking to have them kick it off. You get Ricky Starks to get the win here, and is this feud done with?
Good clean win too.
Is this feud done with?
Please. What else can they do? Oh my God.
I know. Everybody says,
please, if he's got to have a feud, let him have Action Andretti. Jericho versus Action Andretti. I'll take it. Fuck it. Just leave Starks alone.
Well, that's
make the star that weren't you in the middle of making a star? Because Andretti's not a star right now. You're not done. Back to him.
Yeah, but Jericho will do the thing because, hey, it's all about putting over the new guys now. He's the humbled wrestler now, so I could see that happening.
Okay, go put over Willie Uda.
Listen, this is not Jesus. He's not going to be a miracle worker. Come on, let's come on. You're asking for too much from the demo god. I mean, come on, stop. Starks gets the win here. We get to move on to the name that people cannot seem to fucking figure out. What are we going to call him? Are we moving away from what he used to be to giving him his proper name? Jungle Boy Jack Perry, Jungle Boy Jack Perry. We don't know what the fuck to call him on commentary. Everybody's all over the place. It's almost like
stop calling him Jungle Boy.
It's almost as though that they were in a triple threat match when as many times that they were calling this kid out. Versus Christian Cage in a last burial match. I said
casket match.
I said that this was just a play on fucking words. It's very tongue in cheek.
It wasn't for me.
Yeah, for
let it play.
But the name of the match, the last burial match, is just like a play on the slang in kayfabe. So this is I must say, I think I was a little bit more focused on Jungle Boy's sister than the match itself. I'm like, she's actually pretty cute. She's pretty cute. But then you also get this whole thing like, she's Jungle Boy with tits. I don't know.
That whole family looks like Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
Or Jungle Boy. Let's say Jungle Boy looks like his father.
Must say, what more would you expect from this kind of match? You got what they would give you.
I didn't want to see it,
but it has to be the last one.
Jungle Boy won. Why wouldn't it be? He slammed him in a casket away. Like, remember when Undertaker did that to Muhammad Hassan?
Right.
He never came back. So it's got to be over.
I like the kiss on the forehead before he did it. I like that. He hit him with a fucking concerto that looked pretty damn close. It almost looked like he probably hit something like for real. But like I said,
Cornette's gonna have a field day.
Well, of course.
If there's no brain splatter on that chair, it makes no fucking sense.
You are basically immobilizing an individual. They should not even move after you hit him with something like that. But I have to say that, you know, I didn't expect anything more from this, but yeah, hopefully this is the blow off and me too. Like I said, I didn't want to see it in the first place. If it was a regular match, I'd have watched it. I heard last burial, and I'm like, okay, it's either going to be buried alive or a casket match. Yeah.
And lo and behold, there was a casket.
We then get the Elite versus the House of Black in a Trios Championship match. And who's ready for super kicks? Anyone?
Can I just say, new process? Because I rolled my eyes, then I was like, wait, pause. Let me go talk to my friend, Mr. Amsterdam.
Oh, the beverage.
Oh, the beverage. Yes,
the beverage.
We had to keep it clear.
Vodka man, I see. You're a vodka man.
Yes, sir.
And
this was one of the best trios matches I've ever watched in my life.
Okay, so I actually
AEW wise, not pro wrestling, but AEW wise.
I actually fell asleep during this match. I had to watch.
You fell asleep during all that?
I fell asleep during this match. It was a long day, but I ended up watching. No, I ended up waking up during the middle of the night and I watched the rest of the event. So I because got to do homework, so I have to do my work.
Yeah.
And it's paint by numbers with these guys. The only thing that is different was that, you got the House of Black on the other end, and
that's what made it so much better.
Right.
You got to realize, like, they always go against all these flippy lucha guys,
right?
The flippy lucha guys and all that good stuff. This match made me want to see Kenny versus Malachi.
I actually wanted to see it the other way. I also wanted to see Buddy and Omega. I thought that
too.
Yeah.
But the bigger money match is going to be Malachi.
Yeah.
Because I want to, but Buddy's going to lose automatically. Look at where he is. He's the sidekick. Malachi could win. So that's a more compelling match. Buddy's gonna lose.
Some are already calling him the Aussie Omega. So it's like, I
don't know why, because he's better than Omega. He talks like a grown man. He's built like a brick. Like, I don't know why he's not his own man. Like, screw this faction. I'd have pushed him to the moon.
Well, yeah, ever since, the guy put on some, a little bit more size, I've seen him in person. It's insane what he looks like in person. It's like, shit, this fucking guy looks like an action figure. It's like, fuck. But
because my thing is, he was Raw in WWE already.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't using him right.
Right.
And he gets released, and the funniest thing about it is you go to the guy you couldn't beat. I know it was okay, Fabe. But the guy you couldn't beat in WWE, you can't beat him, join him.
Right.
I laughed so hard. But I was like, come on. Of course, she did the rematch on the Indies where nobody was going to see it.
Nobody watched it.
Okay,
right.
Cool.
Like I said, with this match, when I was finally able to watch it, like I said, it's just typical Bucks, typical Kenny. House of Black looked great. I said it in the prediction show that either way, House of Black didn't really need the belts. I would disregard the championships. I would drag them on the floor like if they're nothing. I've always said that, like when Bray got a title, that
you gotta understand, they're gonna push them damn belts. I know they suck.
Yeah,
I don't want them either. But if they're gonna be there, I'd rather have them on a unit like the House of Black than those clowns.
You know, like I said with Bray, I would have them like drag it on the floor. I'm like, this is insignificant. I don't need belt championships to solidify. In the darkness, we don't
just delegate them to that division,
right? But
like I know the trio championships, but I know y'all seen wrestling over the past years where they just do stuff
right
outside of the division. Have feuds. Somebody has beef within the team. Somebody, one-on-one.
Right.
Just give Malachi Black somebody. I don't know, Buddy somebody. I could care less about Brody King. It doesn't do it for me.
But we get a win by the House of Black, and the best part about it was when they win, the lights go out and the lights go back on, and they were supposed to disappear, but you actually see them leaving the ring. Whoops. Good job, producers. We then get
don't you just love it?
Jamie Hayter versus Ruby Soho versus Saraya for the women's championship match. Oh, the women's championship.
I didn't care.
Listen, this was a fucking clusterfuck from early on. I had already said that, look, this is an ADD Adderall type of match because there was too much going on that was unnecessary. The Saraya spot where she slaps them both. We usually get a rundown on who does the booking of matches like in WWE. I mean, I really don't care to know it. And you usually would hear like Jordan or Tyson Kidd books the women's. I want to know who's booking this shit because
Kenny Omega.
Oh God, no. I think he's given up once his Japanese.
You've never heard that Kenny runs the women's division?
No.
The women's division?
I know that he's the EVP supposedly of that, but at the same time, it's like I think he's given up after his Japanese wrestlers aren't around anymore. I don't think he gives a shit. Don't go out there. Girls.
I mean, Rio's still there.
What was she in catering? I don't know. I missed out on that.
She was just on Rampage.
Yeah. So
that was the rawest roll-ups I've ever seen.
Wow. So, this match was all over the place. Finally, you get Hayter getting the win, but then Tony Storm and
Riot Kick.
Right. Tony Storm and Saraya decide to, beat down on Jamie Hayter. Ruby comes in for the save, and then all of a sudden, no! Ruby joins the group, which actually had the same color she had on. Right. Who didn't see that coming? Whoops.
Makes sense.
Yeah, this must have been a time when you had to use the bathroom to, release the Amsterdam. This is where you had to let it go.
Bladder was a little full. So, had to handle that.
Thankfully, Hayter got the win here.
If she would have lost, I'd have blew it.
Yeah, but I guess the only thing I can really say here is I like Ruby's hair. It looked nice. But this whole
she looked like a badass.
Yeah, well, this whole thing was shit. Then we get Jon Moxley versus Hangman Page.
Oh, fucking God.
In the Texas Death Match.
I've ever seen. This is the worst shit of 2023. That's what I'm calling it. This is the worst match of 2020. Oh my! This was what was this?
This
Who wanted to
was
see this?
Moxley saying, that I'm gonna bleed, and I'm gonna bleed for everyone again.
Oh my God!
He has to make
Moxley
the ultimate sacrifice.
They're both idiots. They never need to wrestle each other because they're the dumbest minds in wrestling.
Well,
I know Jericho's there too, but you already see they already call him an empty-headed dumb fuck for a reason.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Talk. What do you mean? Going through a table and almost missing it and killing himself.
Just doing dumb shit in general.
The wrapping of the barbed wire around your fist.
Oh my God.
Doing nothing.
How is that not dumb? How do they not realize how stupid that is? I'm gonna cut myself up to hurt you.
Hey, let's quickly go into the fork segment and pay homage to Abdullah the Butcher, and let's really stab it into someone's head.
This shit was terrible.
People often tell me oh
my God.
People often tell me,
I don't know how. They're a bunch of masochists. That's what the AEW fans are.
People often tell me, but you grew up in the era of ECW. Didn't you love it? I'm like, no, I wasn't a big fan of that either. I mean,
I hate that argument. They keep talking, there was this, there was that back in the day. You act like we liked it back then.
I argue with people for the longest.
What?
The Attitude Era was great. It really wasn't. The Attitude Era really wasn't that great. You had some good matches. But just because you could say boobies and I don't give a fuck
but
instead of saying that is what people go for because they like the against the authority thing. Matches wise,
so they like Vince telling Trish to get in the draw.
Right. Shit like that.
Okay.
Match wise, I have to say that era had some really good moments. But as for what people
I'll give you Attitude Era, but I'm not giving out the Ruthless Aggression.
Oh no, you don't have to. No, you had some as they would say barn burners on there. But as for this kind of but this is just once again
this indie shit that should have stayed on the indies.
But look at who's centralized. Who's the only one who wants to see this is that core of people. And whenever you will put this to show to somebody, they'll go, wow, that shit looks crazy. I'm like, yeah, it would look crazy if I didn't fucking just see it on Wednesday. Or if I didn't just see it the previous Wednesday or the Wednesday before. It's running its course and no one fucking cares. The next thing is literally they have to pull out a gun and shoot somebody.
Pretty much.
Somebody has to get shot.
They could have got a hacksaw, got to going. All they were missing was, I guess, they had a brick. Damn.
Yeah, they had a brick.
Dude, what the fuck?
They had a brick. They pretty much was. Someone is going to take a grenade and throw it down somebody's pants. It's going to be something of that latitude soon.
And nobody thinks I be in the creative in like dead ass being creative. Like nobody thinks that it's a problem that the only thing we're missing is live ammo.
It's happening. Listen,
y'all don't see that? Okay.
The video game is gonna have fucking Molotov cocktails. So
they made Wrestling Revolution.
Oh, it's gonna be that way. Yeah, basically, yeah. They made Wrestling Revolution.
Oh my God.
Which is actually a really fun game. People,
I'm really about to promote the shit out of that on my channel.
Oh my God.
I'm about so done for wrestling. I'm just gonna do games to help people make their own.
Yeah, I've had it on my phone for years.
Of course, WWE is gonna get the sponsorship though, because we all going with 2K. I'm not buying that bullshit.
I'm buying it. It's already on its way. It's already on its way.
You're buying the AEW video game?
Oh no, not the AEW. I'm talking about 2K. No.
That's what I was talking about. The bullshit is the AEW.
Oh yeah, no.
Touching my PlayStation.
No, the only way that it would even go anywhere near my PlayStation is if it comes on PlayStation Plus and I get it for free. And I may give it a look. I don't
even want that bug in this. It might bug my system, bro. Oh my God.
Which, by the way, guys,
it's stupid.
If you have a Switch, get Wrestling Revolution on it. It's fun as hell. It's a great game.
There's Wrestling Revolution on Switch.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that?
You might make me get a Switch just for that.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great. I love it. It's awesome.
I kid you not, the only reason I ever got a Switch a long time ago is I have to have Smash Brothers in my life.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I have that as well. But let me tell you, Wrestling Revolution on there, it's only like $5. It's fucking great.
Oh, you are, dude. You already know I gotta have the what's it called? what is it? Your pro license?
Yeah. And I always tell people, yeah, this is a game where wrestlers die in the game. Like it's crazy.
That's why I have to buy it, because you're not about to kill John Cena. No, we're going to the Legends. You get back over there. You're not dead.
Yeah, but you know what? Exactly right. You got to put him into the legend spot. But listen, this is just as close to it as possible. But at least Wrestling Revolution is a nonsensical wrestling game that we do it for fun. This was fucking shit all around. I
really should screen record. I should mod Moxley and Hangman on there and just put forks all around the ring, and it's gonna look the exact same.
I mean, let's look at this. And then they changed Hangman's theme. It was probably one of the most recognizable theme music, and then they said, "Whoop, nope, we got to change that."
Hey, can you give me just a sec?
Sure. So we get a new theme music. We get the definition of Hangman after he hangs Moxley, right? Hangman.
Like, that's not. How is that not disgusting?
I don't know.
He had to hang you.
I don't.
There's children there.
Are we?
If there was ever a time to say it,
right?
That's children.
There's children in which we later on we find out how integral that played a role with children. Hangman gets the win here, and yeah. Unfortunately, we had to get the who had to follow that was Samoa Joe and Wardlow for the TNT Championship.
I hated this match because it makes no sense. Because let's walk through this now.
Mm-hmm.
Wardlow became TNT champion.
Right.
Triple threat: Hobbs, Wardlow, Joe. Joe walks away with the title.
Right.
Wardlow gets a rematch, loses clean.
Right.
And then gets shaved like a prisoner.
Right.
Somebody's prison bitch, to be exact. Okay, and then Darby saves him. Darby takes the title off Joe. Darby has a couple of title defenses. Joe comes back, gets the title right back off him. Leads to this match. Hobbs wins the ladder match, goes to the TNT Championship. Why?
It's a revolving door of shit. Anytime you walk into it, you just know that you're going to be touching shit while you're going through the door, and it's just going to keep going round and round and round. And by the way, if you want the most obnoxious looking piece of article that has to do with wrestling, carry around a big fucking brass ring. That is, it's obnoxious. Even the pre-show, they had this, I don't know where this fucking comment, this announcer where he came from. And he was doing a stand-up interview with Hobbs, and they kept referencing the fucking ring like if it was a cock. And I'm like, yes, it does look like a cock ring. Yes, I get it. It looks like a cock ring. Jesus, it's obnoxious. It's any case, I felt bad.
Really hit the nail on the head with stuff like that. It needs to be a briefcase.
I have to say that I felt bad for these two because you had to go after the mess that was the fucking Texas Death Match. Which, by the way, did you notice that they promised 2 deaths on a show? We got a last buried match, and we got a Texas Death Match. Where's the outcry? Where's the too soons?
See, that's what I'm saying, because they were crying about the lights out match with Kenny and Moxley.
They were complaining about when MJF made reference to a car accident.
What's going on here?
Yeah. Where's the savagery?
You know what I'm saying?
Does it bother you to see Wardlow doing like high flyer maneuvers?
Very much.
Mm.
I let it slide because he's smooth, but he's not smooth. You know?
Right.
He's smooth enough to get away with it.
Wardlow gets the win and retains the TNT title. To Joe passing out from a submission hold.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a rolling trend.
Yeah. We then get the Guns versus Triple J versus the Acclaim versus Cassidy and Danhausen.
I skipped. I saw them hit something that looked like the 3D on Danhausen, and they won. I knew the Guns were going to win.
I pretty much knew that this was going to be the goofball match. Knew it.
I was not about to watch Orange Cassidy and Danhausen. No.
Why were they just thrown in this match? Why? How did that happen?
Because they won a battle royal for tag teams.
Like,
it's the lamest thing ever, bro. I can't stand it, bro. Because why do they have a job? Why are they there?
So I guess the one thing that we could say was that the Guns hit their father with something again with the double nut shot.
Yeah, the one where you can clearly see that they missed.
Yeah, right. And Danhausen didn't get to curse anybody in this match.
I ain't popped like that. I still say the greatest thing ever that I've ever seen in AEW is when Orange Cassidy was about to put his hands in his pockets and Pac kicked the shit out of his face. I popped while they was booing. I popped so loud.
And
thank Jesus.
The fact that the oldest guy in the ring actually looked better than most of the guys in the ring.
That's because Jeff Jarrett's the GOAT.
Yeah. So the Guns retain here. Shockingly, I would have thought that this would have been the time that they would have they would have put the belts on the Team TNA. I thought they would have done that. I'd have went stupid. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I knew it would have pissed them off.
But
that would have been some outrage.
I wouldn't have been surprised, and I would have been okay with that.
Oh, I'd have been epic. I'd have been hurt.
Then finally, we get for the AEW World Title match a 60-minute Iron Man with MJF versus Bryan Danielson.
They did it. They made an hour Iron Man match interesting. You gotta give it to them.
Like I said, I went into it with the same notion where 60 minutes is just too. I never liked any 60-minute Iron Man match.
I hate 60-minute Iron Man. That's way too long.
Yeah.
How many good Iron Man matches can you say you've watched? Because I've maybe 2 before this.
Anything
that's we all know we go to Brock and Kurt,
right?
And dang, I can't really think of another one.
Anything
I'm not going to Cena and Randy. That was typical,
right? Was it Cena and Michaels had a 60-minute?
No, they had that hour. They just had an hour match.
It was an hour match, right?
Because we all know Brett and Sean sucked. That blew bubbles.
Yeah, people would like to say it was terrible. It's a lot of wear downs and stuff like that. This one here didn't have that.
Oh,
at all. Yeah,
kept me in it.
Yeah,
all the way, bro. I actually had faith that they were going to do something stupid. And I was like, "There's no way Bryan Danielson's going to win."
We look at it for the first 20 minutes. They were going at it. It was going hard. Yeah. I have to give it to him. As much as people say it, MJF, he shows up, and he showed up for this tonight.
Showed up and showed out.
Bryan is fucking Bryan. I knew that he wouldn't let us down. I thought there was some spots that I was like, okay, All right, you have to separate belief here and there, but the only spot that I didn't like was the end where they left the oxygen tank ringside and he used it. I'm like, that's what. Who's not responsible enough to take that to the back? Somebody fucked up. Somebody's losing their job. One of you EMS workers is going to lose their job. You do not leave hazardous materials outside like that, sir. Speaking of hazardous materials.
That was a curveball. I wasn't ready for that one. He said, who is just leaving this?
Who leaves this around? Someone would be suspended at my job for some shit like that. So with that, speaking of hazardous materials, apparently the liquid that was thrown at the child wasn't water. Apparently it was tequila.
I thought it was water, and I heard it was vodka, bro. I was like, he's not that dumb. I mean, me personally, I might throw water on a kid. I mean, fuck your child. But tequila?
I didn't even see who.
You bold, ain't you?
I didn't even see it. Where did he get the cup from?
I thought he picked it up from the parent.
Oh, the parent had. Well, Mom.
Or if that was his parent, I don't know. Like I said, he picked up the cup, and I thought it was water.
No, the best part is during the scrum. He's like, the incident with the child, and he said, hey, he looked thirsty. I thought he was thirsty. Listen, and as somber as fucking Tony sounded, he is like, we addressed it in the back. We had a discussion about it, and MJF is no selling it. He's like, yeah, I thought the kid was thirsty. I ain't give a shit. He's like, fuck that. I have to applaud this. I have to say, yeah, it was. And by the way, shout out to me. I called what was going to be the exact score. I called it 4-3. I called that. And the only, I some people didn't like the double roll up, but I understood it. I got it. I was like, okay, I can see how that works. You really do live on a farm. I hear it in the background.
Yeah, they keep going off.
But like you said, what was your highlight to the match?
The whole match.
Yeah,
it kept me in it. I didn't, like I said, I go into wrestling now with the lowest of the low expectations,
right?
So I can be blown away. And this match was crazy. The fact that I love the finish because I heard the internet shake.
Right.
Like, once Daniel Bryan did this, oh my God, he just ended the career of everybody that thought Daniel Bryan was the GOAT because MJF doesn't deserve this.
Well,
he's not that good.
Well, that and the fact that
tapping out Daniel Bryan,
the fact that he tapped him out,
put the icing on cake for me.
Right. Oh my God! I forgot the part when MJF called out Meltzer after he threw the drink in the kid. He's like,
no, what killed me? It just had me busting out laughing. And we just looked at him. You fucking suck.
Man, but in the end, MJF gets the win here after overtime, and like I said, I cannot complain about this one. This one I could say can go to the books as probably you mentioned the worst match of 2023, and this might be their best match of 2023 so far.
Oh yeah, they got two in there.
Yeah,
one good one, one terrible one.
So
either way, it's for the books.
All in all, like I said, the saving grace was the Iron Man match. Like I said, I didn't think I was going to be able to power through to a 60-minute one, but this one kept me in it. Other than that, the rest of the night, besides the ridiculousness of the death match, I could have said maybe we could have seen this on Dynamite. Maybe.
What?
The whole pay-per-view. I mean, honestly, Oh yeah,
I ain't going. Maybe.
Yeah,
that's the matches I didn't care about.
Yeah, because the Jericho match I could have seen on Dynamite.
We saw it on Dynamite,
right? Perry and Perry and Christian Cage. You know what? You're right. It wouldn't have been on Dynamite. That would have been on Rampage. You're right. That match would have been on Rampage
for sure.
The Elite versus House of Black. That could have been on either show. I get that.
Just because of the names, I guess that's actually pay-per-view quality.
The women's match. Oh, that was definitely a Rampage match.
That was a dark match.
Texas Deathmatch main event on Dynamite. That would have definitely been a main event on Dynamite.
That was the main event of the indie scene.
Right.
That was like a GCW main event.
Exactly. Jordan Warlow, Rampage match. And
again, I could care less about that.
The tag team title match, that's AEW Dark. That would have been on Dark.
Some would say Dark Elevated.
The Iron Man match was the quality main event here. So, other than that, the only thing I could say is, thankfully I didn't pay for this shit. So,
oh
God. As always, brother, thanks for checking in for your time. It must be morning time on your end because those roosters are going off.
Oh, it is actually high noon, and they are letting me know it's lunchtime, apparently.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're only an hour behind me. Yeah, that's right. So, thanks again for your time.
They actually do got to go soon to that H&R block, so maybe they're letting me know about that.
So, when where can we catch you and what's going on? How we doing on the socials?
Well, if you want to hear my personal opinion about AEW Revolution, like you just heard it here, I actually got a video of my channel. Your boy had to double up on them jobs, and they are not let's just say not relenting. Retail and fast food is crazy in 2023.
Hey, listen, the industry is back. It's back. Everybody thought it was going to go away after the pandemic, but it's back.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got people really going to stay home?
Well, brother, thanks again for your time, sir. And we will be catching up soon again because we got the road to WrestleMania. We definitely have to discuss your friend and mine, Logan Paul.
I guess.
All right, bro. Much love. Thanks again.
No problem, man.
Latest. And guys, that's going to wrap us up here at Turnbuckle Tabloid. Make sure you check us out on all the social media outlets. Check us out on the like and group page on Facebook. Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and on the socials at TikTok and YouTube. Also, be sure you check us out on all the podcasting outlets as well as on all the RageWorks outlets at RageWorksNetwork.com and at RageWorks.net. All right, guys, I'm out of here. And before I let you go, as always, just want to get something positive for you guys. Right now, I have been doing something that I needed to do for a long time. Right now, finding a way to get my health back in order. It's starting to, eat a little bit more properly. I wasn't really a big junk food eater or a gluttonous kind of individual, but I decided I need to start taking my health a little bit more seriously. Started working out a little bit more, going back to the gym and such. And I have to say that for you guys, proper motivation for you. Live as long as you can, man, and get your health right so that we can live the most longest and most prosperous life that we can. I'm trying to stay motivated. I want to get Wardlow jacked. No. If I could look like Samoa Joe, maybe, but, just get your mind right, and get your mind right and your body right. That's what I can tell you guys. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Check you guys later. Love you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Turnbuckle Tabloid.